Hi, I'm Gina with Now Sober Coach, and let's talk about boundaries. I love boundaries. I'm just learning how to set my own. I'm learning how to hold my boundaries and to stand behind what I um, find important, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all. In fact, there are times when I do great with creating boundaries, but there are times when I feel so guilty because of it. So, really quick, what a boundary is, there are things that you're willing to do or not willing to do, and there are things that you are not willing to do, but you do anyways. Like, how about you come help me move? Remember what I did for you last time? How about you come help me move? Except for that's your only day off, of a 10-day working spree, and you just really need to spend some time cleaning your house and relaxing and recuperating from your 10 days. But this person is just really pushing you to help move his house or hers. So to have a good boundary to be, would be to say, no, that is not something I can do that day. I'm sorry, I really appreciate that you need it, but I do have to take time out for me. It's providing you the self-care that you need to recuperate. Now, see, here's what's going to happen if you don't set that boundary. Here's what likely could happen if you don't. I hate to say that it could happen, and that is the frustration and anger that you have with that person for, pushing you to do something that you weren't prepared to do. And if you don't give yourself that day of self-care, that day of rest, you go back to work and you struggle through work, and you struggle with your emotions, and you struggle with your relationships and your household. And sometimes it's important for you to just learn how to say no. Here's the crazy thing. I talk to people in recovery who don't know how to say no to something as simple as, can I buy you a drink? That cracks me up. That here we are sober, and we are not drinking, and someone asks, because sometimes they know, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't understand how bad your difficulty with alcohol is, but they'll ask to have a drink, and then the person in recovery who doesn't have a strong set of boundaries doesn't have the ability to say no. And it doesn't involve an explanation. Sometimes you can. I do. I just simply tell them, no, I'm an alcoholic, I don't drink. And if they don't like that answer, then they don't get to be in my presence. I'm not worried about what you think of me for not drinking. I'm doing something good for me. If you don't like it, move on. But people worry about that. I don't go out because I don't know how to say no. Well, it's easy. It's the first word I learned. No. Oh, we are conditioned not to say no. How many times did my daughter say no to me and I smack her hand, or I yell at her, or I give her a stern face? We're conditioned from an early age that no is not a good word. And we don't know how. So start practicing. It's easy as that. Start practicing. Practice easy. Say no to the people that you aren't worried about alienating, and then work your way up. Who do I have trouble saying no to? I do have trouble saying no to Vince. I can say no. I have no trouble saying it. I have difficulty with guilt afterwards. So, yeah, I have trouble with that. With my mom, I have trouble saying no, because she conditioned me from a very early age that if I say no, I might get my hand smacked or my mouth popped. I'm from the generation where mouth popping happened if you said no. So we're conditioned not to do it, but let's practice it. I'm learning that when I tell people no, it's better for me. And at first it's really difficult, but I get used to it. I get used to the reactions, and And it feels good, you know, to not have to go to the grocery store because someone else wants to go to the grocery store and doesn't have the responsibilities that I have to have, and so they don't care, you know, and just say no. That's how that old drug slogan, just say no, just say no, just say no to drugs. And we didn't do so well doing that, but but we can learn to say no now to the people who want from us more than we can provide. And take care of yourself. Thanks. Bye.